This guy's off the
You
catwalk.
grabbed that one before me. I kind of like Germany.
Well, you should. Well, no,
I
thought we're picking I thought he's going to
It's
be
the
one we're
best
going to have
by a
to
mile.
pick.
Look at this shot.
I
We're
thought
going to beat Brazil in this shot.
It's so.
We are going to beat Brazil in Miami in this shot.
It's so good Adidas won't let us have it.
This is Park the Bus, presented by FanDuel, with Stephen Caldwell, Kevin Kilbane and Luke Wileman.
Welcome into Graham Leggett's for another edition of Park the Bus. The World Cup gets ever closer, and Stevie's race for the roster rumbles on. He's locked Alistair Johnston in this week.
I had to lock him in, Kevin.
After 90 minutes.
I did say after 90 minutes he would get locked, and it happened at the weekend.
And you did say after a title or whatever it was you'd said as well last week. So, yeah.
He's won the league, fourth year in a row. Incredible comeback for Celtic.
Yeah.
Crazy game.
I know.
Crazy finish, by the way. What happened afterwards should not have happened.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I'm choosing my words. I'm just choosing my words on your race for the roster thing. But we'll go back to it. Let's go where we're going here right now. Yeah.
Great win.
Yeah, it was a great win. I was delighted for Celtic. Martin O'Neill, what a manager.
What a job he did.
He's probably enhanced his legendary status, his legacy, hasn't he, up there at Celtic? What a turnaround for them. It just shows maybe the disaster that Wilfred Nancy had there, doesn't it? Because Celtic probably, if they'd have kept Martin O'Neill all those times, all those months ago, they'd have cruised it probably, yeah.
7 in a row they won at the end.
Yeah.
Quite incredible.
Yeah.
Lost to Dundee United and then went 7 in a row, and Martin actually said we're going to have to go 7 wins in a row and sort of put it on their toes, on the team's toes, and they've done it.
And Alistair Johnston has been building his minutes up slowly. So at this point, they've got the final next week, the Cup final. Then he might get both of the Canada friendlies. Are you comfortable with the fact that he's over it, he's back, he's
I am. He looks confident in the hamstring. I don't.
Well, the way that he sprinted down the touchline when they won the cup, when they won the title, I think that suggests he's all right.
Off the field, There's a couple of times I watched him when he had to open up his legs, and he was either in support of a wide guy and the overlap or the underlap. He looks fine. I don't think he's in his best form. I mean, to be expected, he missed a lot of football. But I do think that the more minutes that he gets, cup finals next week, Celtic win a double, which is quite incredible considering how the season went. And they're heavy favourites, of course, against Dunfermline. And their ex-manager, Neil Lennon, that's a good story as well, isn't it?
It is. I don't know if you saw his interview after the game as well. The Scottish accent is coming through. Alistair Johnston.
Well,
I was laughing when I heard it.
In the interview.
For someone that has recently been on SportsCentre and knows a host of SportsCentre and knows the television side of things, I was shocked when that came out of his mouth.
Shows you how emotionally you get.
It happens, It happens. No, but I'm delighted for him, and especially after the year that he's had. That, we're questioning it on that injury, that type of injury, hamstring surgery, and look, even when he was in here, we met him, didn't we, the day that he was hosting SportsCentre? You're saying he had a determination about him that you kind of knew he was going to be okay. And it's great for him now that he's had these minutes under his belt. He's getting the starts. He's getting 90 minutes. Cup final, as you say, Steve. Yeah. And look, in fairness, he could be probably in as good a physical shape he's ever been going into a World Cup because of the time that he's had off. So it's great news. It's win-win for Jesse Marsch anyway.
Oh, and they absolutely need him at this point because there's no more talking about maybe Richie Laryea can flip across to the right. He's probably going to have to play on the left because Alphonso Davies isn't going to be fit in time for the opening game.
Maybe.
Stevie changed that.
No, he still thinks he's going to be there.
Has he? What a boy.
He's still got him in the 11.
What a boy. Yeah, what a boy.
There's no way. The one thing we did touch on is there's been a bit of nonsense coming out about Bayern saying that they want to manage Alphonso Davies' recovery.
To release him in this kind of thing.
They have to release him when the window opens on, I think it's the 25th of May.
Yeah.
But any other club in the world in Bayern's position, if you've made this investment in Alphonso Davies, they're not going to say, sure, take off 2 weeks before you have to and go to Canada's camp, are they?
No.
They're going to say, stay here and we'll manage your recovery.
He's the club's asset. He has to stay at the club.
That's in Canada's interest anyway.
Yes, exactly.
He's got the most high...
No,
for him to stay with
Bayern.
Him there. Of course it is. He's got the most
medical support he's getting there.
Exactly. They're the best in the world, Bayern Munich. Keep him with the best teams to get his rehab perfectly right. And then if there is the chance, as Stevie's predicting, that he's going to have a chance of playing that first game, I would suggest stay with Bayern as long as you can. Yeah. Even push that a little bit longer to keep him with Bayern a bit longer.
I think what will happen, though, is right up to the last hours, days of that release, let's call it, there'll be a lot of pressure for Bayern Munich in terms of where that injury is at. If it's not at a stage where they feel confident for him to miss it and stay. So that'll be coming. He'll need to be ready for that, whether he listens or not.
Right, but it's up to him at that point.
Yeah.
But can they say to him, obviously, if you're fit, you've got to go. If you're not fit, Canada has to assess him.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, and it doesn't usually come to that, whereby a federation says...
I've heard that, Kev. You've probably heard that, where you have to go to the national camp when you're injured or maybe injured. It's not about trust. It's almost just like that process, that last part where the doctor has to see you and say you're fit or not to go on the trip, whatever it may be.
But that would be very different if you're playing at, I don't know, Newcastle and you're going to see the Scotland camp, as opposed to flying all the way over to Canada.
Yeah, that's fair.
But is there a situation where Bayern says to him, or can say to him, we don't think you're fit, you shouldn't be going, and then that affects his future with Bayern?
I guess so, but
of course it would.
I mean...
Yeah, it would.
They have to understand that it's a home World Cup for the lad and he wants to play badly. So I think ultimately there's a sensitivity here around an injury, clinically an injury, and then the emotion of what it means to Alphonso Davies. And then obviously the long-term future of his health and his hamstring to play another 10 years, you know. Everything, it's this concoction of everything that has to kind of come together.
In fairness, Bayern have just fell short in the Champions League semi-final. And when we had Rafa Honigstein, I know you had him on recently, but originally when Rafa Honigstein was on with us, he mentioned the fact was that Bayern felt Alphonso Davies was the game changer in those big matches. And he wasn't fully fit for the big Champions League semi-final. So they are feeling that he's the difference maker in their real success. It's not Bundesliga for them, it's Champions League, isn't it? So that's where they are. But lads,
and I keep going back to Kev. He was brilliant in that second leg. Partially
while
injured.
Not fully fit, But
he played great.
Lads, do you not think... To me, it's quite easy. You Canada soccer, you make the phone call, you're constantly on, and work with them. Just work with them. Don't fight against it. Bayern Munich as well. But if you're making, if you put Bayern Munich at ease that we're going to listen to your advice, we're going to take him obviously with the precautions of the advice you're giving us. We'll do everything that's expected to keep him right.
Do you leave him there longer? After the 25th, so if you know there's no way he can play in either of those two friendly games, right?
Absolutely,
You say stay where you are, you're recovering, and come when you're ready.
Definitely. Don't fly him in before necessary. No, but I know Jesse Marshall would want him around the squad as captain, as leader, want him in as early as possible. And I get that to an extent. But if there's any chance of him playing and it's still 70-30, 80-20 that he's not going to play, by staying at Bayern, surely that's going to push up those chances and make him more available for that first game. That's the way I would look at it. What difference is an extra 4 or 5 days if you bring him in on the 1st of June or whatever? It makes no difference in my mind. I think that he's going to get way better treatment, way better, and it's not a question of the doctors or anything. It's just way more scientific. They're way more advanced.
The levels are where they're at.
So you don't care that he's the captain and it's been a long time since he's been around this team.
Well, he's not been
special
around anyway,
circumstances. It really is special circumstances. It's all about getting them as ready as possible to play games through that group stage, wherever they come.
And I tell you something, honestly, playing for Ireland, I had it with Roy Keane. It's a fact. Roy Keane would always come in a day or two late.
Treatment.
Day or two later than the rest of the boys for every camp we were in. You know, and I go back, the biggest game of my international career would always been the playoff game that we played against Iran in qualification for the World Cup. There was an agreement with Alex Ferguson that Roy Keane missed the second leg in Tehran of that game. That was the biggest game of my life. And Roy Keane has gone back to play for Man United. So different circumstances, because there's no injury there. But what I'm saying is, like, the big players, the big teams, the big clubs, always and you've got to maybe play the game a little bit with them, that they are in control of it while still holding the cards yourself a little bit. And I'm sure Jesse understands that himself. He's been in as a club manager himself. He knows it.
Two Canadians on the biggest stage this weekend at Wembley, going for a place in the Premier League. Kyle Larin, Southampton against Liam Miller's Hull City.
Brilliant.
You've played in that game.
You
know what it's like.
I'm
it's
jealous.
Supposed to be.
Did you win that game, Stevie?
I did. In Sheffield United.
Sheffield United. What about that?
Let's get a mention in for Sheffield United. Negative one though.
It's supposed to be the most lucrative game in the world.
Yes.
Because of the riches that the most lucrative one-off game. Because of the riches that come from winning this game. I mean, for Liam Miller, for Kyle Larin, the future's still up in the air in terms of Kyle Larin long term. But do you think he could be a Premier League player with Southampton next year after what he's done?
Yes, I think he could.
What about Liam Miller with Hull?
Yes too. I think they're both very influential for their teams. Now, obviously the quality of the team has to improve as you go to the Premier League, and that makes everybody's place in jeopardy, I would say. But some guys will take to Premier League football, and some will struggle. It's the facts of it. I think they're two guys that want to test themselves at that level, so they want to see what happens if they get there. So I think Miller has done incredibly well this season, come back from a serious injury himself to kind of become consistent and available every game again. He looks fantastic. He plays a little bit more inside than we would think with Canada as a wide player. He's sort of an inside forward at times for Hull, but I think it works. His energy is important for that team, Kev. And Larin is... I can't believe how much Larin's improved. Yeah. His whole demeanour, his confidence, his fitness.
This season, you're right.
I watched him, the playoff semi-finals, and he was superb. The one that came off the bench, what an impact he had. The way he's holding the ball up, bringing others into play, getting in the box, making himself available. He is playing really good football. I'd say up there with his best times in Besiktas.
Do you know what? I just add as well to that, though, Luke. Regardless of whether he's a Premier League player now next season, he's done it in the Championship. The Championship top-end strikers are paid a lot of money. They command high fees. That's where he's at now.
If he wants to play in the Championship, if he doesn't get to Southampton, someone will take him in the Championship after what he's done.
If Southampton don't go up, they will definitely sign him, in my opinion. If they do go up and then they maybe want to buy a $30 million pound striker, 40 million, Larin will get a move to the Championship if he wants.
Apparently, they might have an obligation to buy if he gets the loan.
Okay.
But that obligation to buy, did I read it's about a 5 million or 4 million? It's a 4 million fee to buy him. They could sell him for 8.
If they wanted to.
It
doesn't mean he's still...
No, exactly. They could basically buy and sell. There's so much of that goes in. Daniel Malen, that's now playing for Roma. Apparently Roma has an obligation to buy him, where there's 6 other teams that want to buy him for what he's done at Roma now. So it's just basically buying to move him on.
It's just business.
Exactly. So regardless of that, I'm sure he'd want to stay. I'm sure that he'd be saying that internally. But he's done enough now to cement the next 4 years of his life playing in England.
There would have been some nervous moments, though, regarding Spygate for Kyle Larin in Southampton.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is the game going to go ahead? Is it going to go ahead?
Well, as we tape, we're still waiting for...
Definitely.
Yeah, there's no way.
Surely.
There's no way it doesn't go ahead. But I have to say, Sky Sports did what was basically like a recreation of the whole thing. It was incredible, with the guy standing behind the tree and then running off through the golf club.
Went to the golf club.
This is where he got changed.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. But again, it comes back to the spying thing. Where do we said last week, or we said it's cheating. So where do we go on it? I don't even know what we can say.
How do we stop it?
Yeah,
that's the question, isn't it?
Do they set a precedent? The EFL and
what is that though?
and say, well, you don't play the game, take them out of the game. I mean, I can't see it. I'm with you. But it's going back to Luke's point on financially how much the game is actually worth. It's not even necessarily staying in the league, is it? Because of parachute payments and everything that goes with that. So Middlesbrough then are going to say, hang on a minute, that game to us is worth $500 million plus whatever the game's worth now. You can name any number.
Yeah, you owe us a fee or whatever.
You don't know us the money.
It's a little bit like the Sheffield United Tevez stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When he was at West Ham, and it was like, well, you cost us Premier League football. That's 20, 50 million
the anniversary
quid,
of that
whatever it was
last week.
He's sending me videos of
25 years since
when Wigan. Oh yeah, that was fantastic. What about his ball for the goal?
Biggest
game.
Watch the video.
Paul Sharner. What a pass, Kevin.
Biggest game.
Talk us through that pass, that little pick out.
Well, you know Sharner, right? Yeah. It was so funny with Sharner and
strange man.
Paul Sharner.
Good player.
Very good player, Paul was, right? But every time I was in wide positions, and I would always try and cross behind the defence. It's always the old traditional way, or hang up to the far post. And Sharner used to go crazy at me. And he'd go, pull it back, please. When you're in position, just pull it away from the defenders. So it was entirely 100% meant that. Because it wasn't so much even like seeing Sharner, but I knew Sharner would always make that run and arrive at the edge of the box. So what I've done, as I get into the wide position, I didn't try and put it behind or clip it far post. I pulled it in front of Sheffield United's defence. And Sharner...
tricked the whole defence.
Great finish. Great finish from Sharner.
There is absolutely... And I know I'm in wrong company here, but there's absolutely no way on this planet that Wigan should be a Premier League club ahead of Sheffield United.
Oh,
what's it
like? No way on the planet.
Listen, they deserve it if they get more
honestly,
points.
Probably, again, going back to the point of it was built up, the playoff final is worth X amount. We were told that week, this game is worth our futures. I mean, and it probably cemented Wigan's legacy for the next 5 years before they were relegated. So that game was worth $500 million plus or whatever. I don't know.
Wow.
Park the Bus presented by FanDuel, and a little later on here in Graham Leggett's, we're heading into the back room, and DZ
I'm looking forward to that.
has got a collection of jerseys.
Got some top shirts back there.
From the World Cup, and we're going to rank them. We're going to have a look and rank some of the jerseys there. One player who may be wearing the Germany jersey this summer is Manuel Neuer, who we thought was done, and now seems to be coming back potentially as the number one.
I know. Well, it has to be number one.
Has to be number one. But where do you guys stand on that as someone who wasn't around in qualifying?
I know.
If you're going to the World Cup and then all of a sudden that's it.
I know. And Stevie's going to have a different opinion from me, I'd feel here, but I get it from the squad's perspective. You've played every single game. You've been part of something special in qualification. It brings the unity. It does drive, you know, the camaraderie within the group. It really does, because sometimes I always feel that, certainly international football, whatever anyone says, camaraderie is only built up from results. If you start to win, you gain momentum, you can start to be more together and things like this. So Germany, obviously Germany, they're one of the best ever, one of the best teams around. But they've built something without him. Now all of a sudden you throw that into the mix. Is this going to be something that's going to throw a little bit of a curveball in them?
So you say no?
I say no. Personally, I'd say no.
Yes.
You got to pick. Is he a better keeper? Is he the best keeper they've got?
Definitely. Game changer. Game-changing goalkeeper. Iconic.
So you would rather leave out a player, Kev, who could improve your team for the camaraderie? That sounds a bit ridiculous.
I was going to say that. No, for harmony. When you're, I tell you something. When you're in a World Cup camp, harmony is probably the most important thing.
I can hear you.
It's probably one of the most important.
And you're living in each other's pockets for weeks and weeks.
The little tiffs that come about, and then you go into training the next day and you go and hit someone or whatever. You know what I mean? It happens. This is what happens.
Yeah, you get sick of people.
Yeah, you do.
But he's Manuel Neuer, right? And he's a guy that everybody respects.
Correct.
In the game of football, I'm pretty sure he's on a pedestal in Germany.
It's a big call.
And I'm sure a lot of the guys wanted him back for the calm and composing figure that he is.
Is Manuel Neuer, though, the goalkeeper that he was 5 years ago?
Is he better than Baumann?
Capable.
Yes.
But Kev, he's still capable of winning them a game on his own. Because he does have games where he saves. What about his performances in the Champions League? Some of the games. I know he made mistakes as well. But when he's good, he is
watching Neuer over the last 5 years or so, I think more of those mistakes have
I agree.
become more prominent.
I agree.
With him. You know, he's made more mistakes along the way, which through the first 5-10 years of his career, he virtually made no mistakes. And so that's the only. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a huge drop off to the Manuel Neuer that it was 5 years ago. Absolutely, been Manuel Neuer 10 years ago was probably the best goalkeeper. He's probably best ever German goalkeeper, isn't he? But I don't think he's at that level anymore. That's my only thing. And for the harmony of the group and making sure that you've got togetherness when you're on these long trips, I would feel that it might have been best served.
We had a controversial one many years ago when I was in the 21s with Scotland with Jim Leighton and Andy Gorham. And Andy Gorham decided he didn't want to play for Scotland. And Jim Leighton was our goalkeeper and did great. Jim Leighton was a great goalkeeper, but Gorham was better, especially at that stage of his career. And then Gorham decided to come back, and Craig Brown brought him back in. Jim Leighton was fuming. So there was this whole feud going on, and there was a bit of a split in the camp. And so I've seen that before with goalkeepers, and it sometimes doesn't sit well. But I think ultimately heading towards a summer tournament, you have to pick your best.
If you're the coach of Germany, that's a no-brainer to you. Is that what you think? You bring
I think you have discussions, you speak to players, you figure out, is it worth it? And ultimately you make a decision for the best of the team. You know, the team's success and the team's harmony, if you can somehow do that. So if you're hearing from more than half the squad that you don't want to see them back, you can't bring them back. But I'm sure a lot of the boys, I wouldn't say unanimously, but they wanted Neuer back.
Okay.
The other news coming out recently is that Lamine Yamal probably won't be fit for the start of the tournament. I mean, is that really going to impact Spain getting through the group?
No, but I think it could. I think it could impact them winning it. How fit is he going to be? He's missing a number of weeks going into it, and I know it's not a long spell he's had out, and he is top. Let's be honest. Now he's probably right up there at the very top of world football right now for what he's done this season. But I do think it affects them. Look, I tipped Spain for the tournament. This would affect me if I'm. I think this could be the difference.
If he can't. But he's still going to be fit for the group stage after the group stage.
But he's not.
Billy, I've missed like
really
6-8 weeks of football.
Yeah, exactly. That's a long time not playing.
That reliant on him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we knew Spain have got probably the most talented midfield players in the world. If you look at the collective group with the squad that's been announced for them, great footballers, amazing footballers, but they need Lamine Yamal to be the guy that's going to be the spark for them, that's going to get him a goal or score them a goal. So, create a goal.
Euros was about Williams and Yamal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the wide areas. Williams is a doubt to even make the squad. He's been injured most of the season as well.
He's had a bad year when he's played, Stevie. Yeah.
And Yamal's went, levels above 2 years ago at the Euros where he was excellent. So they guys are needed, one of them at least, and Yamal's a star. I think I would seriously doubt Spain getting through 8 games, remember? 8 games when they're going to be tight ones to win a World Cup without Lamine Yamal.
This could, let's be honest with you now, we could look at it and go, he comes straight back and it's seamless.
Yeah.
He is special, so he is that type of guy that can do that. But at this level, in a high-stakes World Cup game, that is a big ask of Yamal. And I go back to someone like Wayne Rooney. I remember when he broke his toe, when I'm talking peak Rooney for England, I think it was World Cup 06, Champions League, performing unreal stuff from Rooney, breaks his toe, and he has 6 or 8 weeks out prior to the World Cup, and he can't get back to that level because he's not fit. And the next season, then he goes on and he's the Wayne Rooney that we saw prior to it. So I'd look at something like that and think it's a big ask, no matter who you are at this level, at that level they're playing at.
Interesting, Wayne Rooney was on the BBC's FA Cup final coverage at the weekend. He's got his wrist in a brace because he was, seriously, he's in goal taking shots from Jordan Pickford. And
both as daft as each other.
And he hurts his wrist.
I know.
And they showed the video of him going down and making the save. He made the save.
Yeah, he was a good goalie.
Yeah.
Was there a time when you said if the goalie got injured that Wayne was absolutely unlikely to go in goals?
Well, we had if the sub had been used, Wayne would have been the guy. Wayne was a good goalie. He was, honestly. Yeah. He was a sort of lad that he'd just go out and he'd just smash balls at him, 25 balls, and he'd be diving around. He was good. A
couple of managerial appointments coming, and Michael Carrick is staying at Manchester United. I don't think there's too much debate about that after the way it's gone.
No debate for me.
Mourinho back to
Real Madrid.
Crazy. I mean, we talked last week about Real Madrid, strange things going on there. Is he the guy that can get that group of characters together, though?
Mbappe, Bellingham, and all these problems that they feel as though that they've had with that squad of players. Alonso.
I love
uncoachable. That's what I was going to say.
I love Jose Mourinho, but is it not past Jose Mourinho peak?
Well, I mean, he hasn't been at that level, has he, since he won a Premier League, probably Chelsea. It's over 10 years ago at this stage, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's still revered. He's still got obviously a huge connection with Real Madrid. The connection with him and Perez in there. It's obviously been. That relationship has been probably so strong since he's gone. He's kept in touch. He's made sure that he's saying the right things. That if this opportunity come, they go back to Mourinho. And
they need a manager.
Yeah,
they don't need a head coach. They don't need someone coming in new or the analytics, all that kind of stuff.
No, you're right.
They need someone to manage personality.
They need a personality themselves who is as big or bigger.
Yeah.
You could argue than some of the names, Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Valverde, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And out with Carlo Ancelotti, who I think probably got a call and said, I'm happy Brazil signed an extension at Brazil.
Got the call as well?
Maybe Zidane. That's the only
three. Obviously agreed to take over at France.
That's the only three, Kev, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Mourinho's maybe the last one of that group that can handle that. I can't think of anybody else in world football. Klopp doesn't want to take it.
Yeah.
He still wants the rest. Obviously Guardiola and Enrique, the guys wouldn't take it. I don't think so. He's the man.
He's the man.
I actually think.
Do you think, in answer to Luke's question, though, that he's still at the level? He's still.
No, but does it matter if he can get these guys in some kind of harmony? Massive if. But he's got to get these guys playing. He's got to get Bellingham, Vinny, and Mbappe.
If he keeps them all.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to keep them. None of them are getting sold.
No.
On purpose. No chance.
One thing you look at Mourinho that. I knew Damien Duff, who just lords over him. He's a god. All those Chelsea players. You look what he did I remember when he went to Inter Milan, and they
think he's a god as well.
They think he's a god, and everyone. I don't think that recommendation has been as strong as it was maybe 20 years ago.
I agree.
But
he's lost a bit of that allure, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That mystique around how influential he is.
There are very few people, especially, I mean, you guys played the game. You've been alongside the very best of the game, played against the superstars. But there are very few people, as someone who was at the time a younger reporter earlier in my career, who, when they walk down the tunnel, everyone just stops and sort of stares. I remember, like, you look at people who've achieved at the very highest level of the game, and interviewing guys like Terry Venables at Leeds or Rafa Benitez just after he'd won the Champions League with Liverpool. They're great at that level, and they're great managers. But then Mourinho walks in, and you're thinking, this is Jose Mourinho. Well, almost like when we were at the All-Star, and it's like Zlatan's. We're talking Zlatan.
No,
he's on that kind of a level as a manager. Ancelotti might probably be. I don't know how many others, Pep, obviously, but of just walking into a room and,
just
oh my goodness, it's Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, I know.
And those players will have grown up thinking that also.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
That's exactly what it said to. But I'll tell you a little story on Mourinho, right? So I'd finished playing, he was in his second spell at Chelsea. And I was up at the Stadium of Light and I was covering a game. It might have been for radio or something like that. I'm not too sure it was. And I sat in the press conference after the match and I sat right at the back. And
Kevin Kilbane, Irish Times. No, you weren't asking Mourinho questions.
No, but I'll tell you this, right? Honestly, it's the truth as well. So anyway, I was just sat there. I was just chatting to the guys beside me here and there a little bit as well, listening to what Mourinho was saying. At that time, I was thinking I was going to go into coaching, and I was thinking like how managers conduct themselves. So anyway, press conference finished, and I kind of looked down at my phone and I started playing with my phone. And so anyway, I was on my phone. All of a sudden, someone's kicking my foot and nudging my knee. And I look up and it's Mourinho. And Mourinho says to me, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "What are you doing?" And he's come right through all the press in the press like little suite, the rows of seats and everything like that. He's come right around the side and he's kicking me. He's nudging, "What are you doing? Are you going to go coaching? What are you doing?" Like, and he's giving me the big up, like, good player. I liked it when you played for Everton, that Everton team you were on. He's giving me all this, and I'm like, geez, yeah. I said, no, I'm just working in a bit of media work now and things like that. He said, okay, yeah, think if you need anything, look, give me a shout, whatever. Then walked off. And it was so, it was weird because there'd been absolutely no other manager in the world that would do that. Certainly at his level, to me, he probably couldn't even remember my name, but he probably remembered seeing me playing all those years before. So it was, interesting when he did that to me,
There's never been a more charismatic and successful coach in the game than Mourinho. Like, think about it.
You think he's more charismatic than Pep?
Yes, way more charismatic than Pep. Now, he's done things in the last 10, 15 years that show him as maybe a bit of a grumpy old man, but you think about
it happens
Porto.
to us all. By that, as we get older, we all get.
You think about Europa League win with Porto, then Champions League win, then the special one, then the success with Chelsea. That, what is it? 01 to 08, 09 maybe, when he went to Real Madrid and he beat that amazing Barca side through the dirty tactics. And he was the man. He was as box office as any player. He was charismatic and sensational and controversial, and he was the man. And I think when you look back over the course of people that have managed the best teams in the history of this sport, there's nobody that comes close to Mourinho.
And I think Mourinho as well paved the way for a lot of coaches that hadn't played at the top level, because all coaches around that time were mostly well-known personalities as a player in their own individual right. Now, we know that the game has changed almost entirely because a lot of the coaches and managers that's managing at the top have not played at real elite level now, and the pathway's there. So Mourinho opened the door for a lot of young coaches that had desires and aspirations, but always felt that door would be shutting them when they got to a certain level. So it's amazing.
It would be some story if he turns it back and he goes and wins a La Liga or a Champions League for Real Madrid. It would be incredible.
I think Champions League is the ultimate goal for Real Madrid. I remember Gareth Bale recently saying that they preferred it and it was favoured. That was what they targeted to start the season. Champions League. If we didn't win La Liga, if we didn't win the Champions League, we would obviously have to try to go for it if we're in position. But Champions League was the only thing they were going for.
Time now for our FanDuel Odds Spotlight, and we are going with Group E this week. It is Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast and Curacao. Some of this group is being played in Toronto, Germany against Ivory Coast. Group E winners, Germany, 73% of the bets. Ecuador, 20%. and only 2% on Ivory Coast. Curacao, 5% at 100-1 odds for Group E winners. What do you reckon? I mean, I let everyone in on a little bit of a secret. The FanDuel Caldwell versus Kilbane debate. He loves Ecuador.
He loves Ecuador.
Watch out for it on Friday.
I don't think you should say any more than that. He loves Ecuador.
I see it.
I'm assuming he's going to pick them number one.
But there is a chance that you said that they could win the group.
I think there's a chance, yeah. I do. And it's,
above Germany.
It sounds bizarre when you say it.
It sounds very bizarre. But you have to score goals to win the group.
Correct. That's very true. But I could see them grinding out a result against Germany. I don't think Germany's going to beat them. I'll say that now. I'll state that. I don't think Germany will beat Ecuador. I think it's probably most likely to be a 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
I could see them. Look at the goals they've conceded.
Yeah,
I think it was 8 in qualification.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5 in qualification and 3 across the course of last year.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I get the fact that going forward, they need a bit more creativity, and they could do with 1 or 2 other
some
players.
tidy players, though.
But they have got some. They've got some superstars in the side. They've got a real desire to defend.
Yeah.
We will not let teams score by us, and I think that there will be a lot of European sides that will take them lightly, that won't fully understand how technically good they are, but also how much they've got pride in playing, and how much having a clean sheet for this team means a lot. And I think that they're in with a... I still think Germany will top the group. I'll state that now. I think Germany will top the group, and they'll probably finish second, but I think there's a chance.
Odds to qualify, by the way. Germany are at minus 7,000, 23% of the bets. Curacao...
Incredible favourites,
62% of the bets. They're the least favoured to qualify. 10-1 odds, plus 1,000.
Don't put $1 on Curacao. I mean, they're easily going to finish bottom of this group.
I think so,
I think because... I like Ivory Coast. I like Ivory Coast. They're decent.
Above Ecuador?
No, but I think
that's a
because he's going Germany, Ecuador.
I think
Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao.
Do you know the way I look at it, though, when you say it, look, Germany obviously have got some issues, haven't they? They're not where they were a few years ago. And Rafa has said
they're struggling for a goal scorer as well, by the way. Havertz probably going to lead the line for them. Is he a guy that can score 4 or 5 goals?
Musiala, as we spoke about the other week, is getting back somewhere near.
Still a bit off his top form.
I think he's still off his top form too, but he's getting back. In this next couple of weeks, he could get back somewhere and maybe at the level that he was a few years ago. But they're not in the place that they were a few years ago, Germany. And I think Germany are a side that's beatable. And I think Ecuador and Ivory Coast won't be daunted by the fact they're playing against Germany.
I agree.
And not the German sides in the past. So I think those 3 sides, I think it's more open than many would actually suggest. That's the way that I would look at it.
I'll throw a name out there, a wide man that plays his football in Germany with Leipzig that's getting a lot of talk for the biggest teams in the world, Jan Diamandi.
Yes,
Young lad for Ivory Coast. He's pretty exciting. So Ivory Coast themselves have 2 or 3 players that I think are very capable of winning games, of doing well. And just to back Kevin's big pick of Ecuador, Pacho's best defender in the world. I think he's the best centre-back in the world right now. He's quick, he's good on the ball, he makes great decisions, nothing phases him, plays with arguably the best team in the world. He is at the top of his game. He's got people around about him in that defence that are also excellent footballers. So I think Ecuador, I agree with Kev, will be very difficult to beat. I just don't know if they're going to have the goals to go and top a group.
As well, just in front of them, Caicedo. I know Caicedo's not been maybe at the top level that he was, but Chelsea's season has been whatever in the mix. Chelsea, he is top class. The way that he plays, Caicedo in front of, I just think. Look, I think they're going to be hard. Clearly they're going to be hard to beat because of the record. But I think that they're going to be under the radar. That will cause a few surprises.
This for me is another group that could be 5-6 points is going to top the group. So everyone might be close. Well, the 3 teams that we talked about might be close. Curacao, I don't think he'll get a point.
The game in Toronto, Germany against Ivory Coast. Germany heavy favourites, 3-1 odds on a draw, 4-1 for Ivory Coast. Like Germany, I mean, that is going to be a good game.
It'll be a great game.
Yeah, very good.
I'd have a wee bet on a draw in that game.
Sorry, that's the opener. That's the first game.
No, not the first game. But the game in Toronto.
What's the opener for that game? So
Germany Curacao
in the group.
Germany Curacao.
So Germany will beat Curacao, right?
And maybe get a bit of confidence for that game,
Ecuador,
like they did with Scotland at the
Euros.
Euros.
I think that'll be a draw. I think there could be a draw in that one.
0-0, isn't it? Because Ecuador's not going to concede or score.
But
they're going to win the World Cup.
Well,
I tell you,
I never said they were in the World Cup, but I think they got a chance
back
to go
my mate
into a
up.
quarter-final.
When they're in knockouts, they can draw 0-0 and get to penalties.
Honestly,
Win 2 or 3 games
don't
like
worry
that.
about that.
If they score a goal and they go and they sit in, how are you going to break them down?
I think they all beat Curacao. That's the way it is, and I think if anyone's going to win Ivory Coast against Ecuador, I think Ecuador will win. Possibly might sneak a 1-0 win, but I think most likely a draw. If they win that, imagine that for the next few games that they've got. When they're playing Germany, Germany might have to go a little bit more. I think they're in a good position. Yeah, I do.
Great group.
Yeah, great.
Excited for this.
Great group, actually.
Well, that is the FanDuel Odds Spotlight, and we're going to head to the back room and meet DZ as we rank some jerseys. Mr. Fashionista's going to love
wait for this. A couple of belters in this, Kev.
This is Park the Bus, presented by FanDuel, with Stephen Caldwell, Kevin Kilbane and Luke Wileman.
So we're making our way over to the back room of Graham Leggett's.
Yeah.
And actually, it's a really nice back
how
room.
you doing?
Good.
And here is DZ, TSN's
Hi, DZ. How's it going, mate?
self-proclaimed World Cup jersey expert.
Yeah.
He's an expert on a lot of things, like
I know.
all apparel. This boy is the man.
He's a cool man, isn't
Listen,
he, Kev?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Very cool. I mean, like, he puts us to shame
I know,
right here.
I know,
You know?
I know.
First thing I would say is, if your country isn't represented here,
Yeah. I see where this
or
is
your
going.
favourite jersey,
Yeah.
do not complain, because this is what DZ's been working for a long time.
I'm going to have to complain.
I'm not on about that. I'm on about if you're in the World Cup.
Right.
We're not searching for an Ireland jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
I
that
asked
would be
him specifically.
followed.
I said, DZ, bring one in. Just come on, give me
Just for
something.
fun.
And he couldn't even get that for me.
I couldn't. They're hard to find.
I mean, they're sold out, or they never made that many.
Probably not sold out.
Listen, my eldest got a half-price Wales jersey at the weekend.
Oh, wow.
Wales, yeah,
Really?
because obviously they're not.
Half price. Still paying
I
too
tell you,
much.
The shelves were stacked with Italy as well. For some reason, they've not gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go through some of these, and in the end, try and pick our top 3 from what we've got here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I think we should go straight to, that one there.
Going here?
This one.
We going salmon?
Oh, here we go.
This one's
There's only one
controversial.
man that can hold it. There's only one man that can hold that.
This?
What is it, salmon?
I'm saying salmon.
That's not
I think
salmon.
that's our national fish.
That's not salmon.
Salmon's the national fish of
Salmon?
Scotland.
Yeah,
Is it actually?
I've got loads of salmon in Scotland. They swim up north, and I think.
What, do they?
I'm not a historian.
Not from the North Sea, no?
You're not a historian or a fish guy, obviously.
No.
This is a remake of I want to say 95.
Right.
We wore this shirt in a very famous friendly victory against Germany in Germany.
Friendly,
Yeah.
they're
In
honouring a
Germany.
friendly victory.
It's an iconic shirt.
You beat them.
The salmon away top for
It's
Scotland.
not salmon,
was,
though, is it? Someone said to me,
salmon.
I think
it's,
it's
like, it's red brick.
Salmon,
No.
Daisy.
This is
Red
salmon.
brick.
That's not salmon.
Red brick.
Okay. What we should say
Red brick,
is that throughout all of this, the man to break any debate or argument is DZ, as the
Yeah.
most fashionable person here.
Correct. Thank
So is it salmon?
I think that's salmon.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
got to
DZ.
be salmon.
You've
And I
both
think
eaten
it's
some
one of the
funny salmon,
Yeah.
okay?
No.
This is a little darker than the original. That was a little
Which was
lighter.
salmon?
That was
Which
salmon.
was actually salmon.
the original was
This is
actual
cool,
salmon.
DZ.
Okay.
That's so sharp.
That's
That's one of the
like it.
best ones.
Yeah,
I
agree.
like it. I do
I agree.
like
I want
it.
to keep this one, actually.
I have to
Okay.
keep my eyes
Can
on
he?
this. I've been told this is one of the only ones I can't let go of.
Oh, come on, Adidas.
Adidas.
Come on, Adidas.
Don't break
Let me
this
keep
man's
this.
heart. It's not for me.
Surely they'll let the Scotsman keep
That's
this
how
one.
much
Down
of
the
a...
lens.
This is a plea to
the one
Adidas.
thing,
Let me keep
aside
this.
of anything, will that inspire Scotland to win some games?
Wearing
think it
salmon.
will.
Wearing salmon.
Well,
I think
it
we should
marks
wear
the
this
famous
against
friendly
Brazil.
victory over Germany.
It's a classic, actually. You can't
When's the last
forget.
time you beat Germany?
Doesn't matter, does it?
At Euros.
At the Euros.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
This is a lovely shot.
I mean,
I
think
like
we should wear
that.
this
I do
against
like that.
Morocco.
I
No,
think
they gotta be on
maybe
blue.
a
Come on,
clash.
we can't
They gotta
spend
be
this
on
much
blue.
time on Scotland.
They gotta be
very
on
nice
blue.
shirt. It's a very nice shirt.
Can I just say before we go, like we're
course.
right behind us, we've kind of looking here. We got the
Okay.
winners.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Sure.
winners. Let's
Go
start
with
with the
them.
champions.
Gorgeous.
go with
Classic.
That
But
is,
you cannot go wrong with that.
That is beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful. The whole Argentina home jersey is beautiful.
But I'm telling you right now, this one's better.
No.
No.
This is incredible.
No.
And don't forget, I said that was a 9. That Canada, the Canada space icebreaker,
judging
whatever.
From that, I can
You said
see
that
why
was
you
a
say that.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
No,
What's this?
I think I called it a 10, then walked that back when I realised that was a bit of an
I'd walk that
overstatement.
way back.
He likes busyness in a shirt, you know. So
but this is just-
mess.
I like
this
classic.
is too busy for me. This.
Me too. It shows
Yeah.
my age, I suppose. But that to me is a 3. 3 out of 10.
Oh
Three.
my goodness, Kev.
3
That's a
feels
3 out of
harsh.
10.
5 or 6, I'll give that.
5 max. 3 for me.
Well, that is actually a 9.
Oh,
Especially with the old Adidas logo on it as
That's
well.
the only thing that saves it, so I'll give it a 4. That's the only thing the logo.
No, but to be fair, that's Argentina.
Yeah.
Right? That is like This is fashion.
No, it's not.
Right?
It's not.
I gotta be
not
with Luke
nice.
on this one. I
not
feel like
nice.
it's probably more like a 7 to 8 in my mind.
Yeah.
I just like all of the trims
which
on
is
these.
better.
This one looks
Canada's,
The trim's
Canada's
nice.
away jersey or that.
And to be, Canada's away jersey is not as good as this.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
But you
There's
said
no
that's-
way.
So that's got to be a 10 then.
I know. I think no. I'm going to go 9.1. I think
My words.
no. Canada's was a 9, not a 10.
Should we,
No.
well, it's the only place to
Like,
go then after this. Let's bring it out
Let's
again.
just hold it up. I think
No,
the
there's no
audience has made their
comparison.
decision.
This is much better. This is better.
That's
This
to me,
is
it's
a
a
real
three.
on-field, by the way.
That's a
Shout
three.
out Mr. John Loban there, Canada Soccer. This one I have to send back as well.
Yeah.
But
No, we're keeping that as well.
what do you think?
We're keeping a lot of these.
9.1.
This
this
is
is
better
a
than that
9.1.
one. Yeah.
That to me is still better. I like that ice shirt. I
And the
really
red,
do.
What are you giving this
the
out
red
of 10?
logo is incredible.
Stevie, what are you giving this out of
I've
10?
given this 6. I
Yeah.
don't love that.
You
It's
can't
too
not
busy
like
for
that
me.
and then like that.
Have you
one.
given
No,
this
but
a
this
number?
is
I've
cool.
marked
This
this.
is.
I know I probably
there's a
haven't
point
marked
to
it,
the
but I
icicles
totally
and stuff.
dislike this. And it looks way worse up close, in my opinion. I liked it quite, no, I didn't quite like it. It looks better when it's on the field.
Yeah.
To me, this is in ranking with that 3.
I know you guys are kit historians. Some shirts need the numbers on the front of them to
Yeah.
really complete them. I
Yeah.
think this is kind of in that category.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
looks good no matter what, but you put a number on this and it looks a little
look
better.
cool.
I know you're a fashion
Yeah.
icon, Daisy, but I disagree with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
these are the home ones, by the way. So
Zone.
this is classic.
You like it?
France.
I like
This
the
is a
collar.
classic
I like
France.
the collar.
No, it's not classic France, Luke. That is actually a really nice jersey, but France have to wear blue. All blue.
Just straight
What a
blue.
black in that.
The black
Is that
kills it.
black?
I guess he
I'm
doesn't like the
colourblind. I'm
zigzag.
colourblind. I cannot tell
Navy.
I don't know if it's navy or
Navy.
black.
Navy
There's a
or
pattern.
black.
No.
I see what you're saying.
Navy
where
or
it's-
black. France have to be all blue.
You
They've
mean
gotta be.
solid, no
Solid,
pattern. I
Solid,
see.
no pattern.
No, but they've
Home
had both
jersey.
kinds of blue in the past.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
They have.
Yeah, it's not.
Wasn't it Qatar? Was it the dark
The dark,
blue?
yeah.
darker.
That was nice.
That
Very
was
nice.
nice.
That
I
was-
go
This
with
is a
that.
combination of both, Kev. Again, I wouldn't expect you to get it. This is fashion.
No, I like the jersey. I actually really like
Wear it
that
with a
jersey.
pair of
I think it's a
jeans.
really nice jersey, but it's more just I need to see France in blue. I'm traditionalist. I like that. That to me takes its ranking right down, so I'll give it a 6.
I think they've really nailed their theme in this one. In case you're curious why it's bronze
Yeah.
there, it's because they gifted
finished third?
That's who. But mainly as well because of the Statue of Liberty.
Second, but third.
Yeah. It was given as a gift from France. It started out as a copper
Right.
and then turns into this
we go.
Oh,
nice
get it.
color right here.
That's-
So
that's
We've got to go to
beautiful.
the
You
away.
have a whole
That's
theme here.
relevant to go to the away jersey here. To me, that again, I just don't like the colour, lads.
Beautiful.
It's solid, I suppose, so I'll go with that. I'll give that a 4.5.
I'll tell you what, that reminds me of Chelsea's old away kit. Remember that one, Kev?
yeah,
In the
yeah.
90s?
It reminds me
Yeah,
of Portugal.
They had the little...
Yeah, Portugal, actually.
What do
It's
we
too
call this
Portugal.
colour?
What's the
Turquoise?
colour? Mint green.
Turquoise? Mint green.
Mint green,
yeah.
Kev. You should
This
be
is
a
nice
kit
shot.
designer.
This is a nice
There's his
shot,
colour
guys.
swatch.
I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I don't
Bet
like
you
the
this
colour.
sells well,
I
DZ.
think this one's gone.
Yeah.
off the
I'd like
racks
to just
at,
see France in
Soccer
white.
Central
Away
there.
jersey
Yeah?
in white, yeah.
You could have had Ireland wearing mint green, I guess.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
If we want to go to like the strongest home jerseys, in my opinion, the very best shirt of all of them, and I know this is going to hurt you a little bit. It's Germany's.
What a jersey.
Germany
it is.
home.
This is
the
like
a classic.
best
Italian
shirt.
It is a
90s.
classic.
Italian 90s ringing
You're saying
that,
home
isn't
and
it?
away. Of all the jerseys here, that's the best?
I'm less into the away personally.
Oh, that's nice.
No, I don't
What
like that.
can I hear it from you?
I
What
don't
is it you
like-
love about it? Which it's subjective. So
Well,
go
it's
for it.
just, I like the deep blue.
Yeah.
I like the bits that are, like, it just looks, that is classic.
I think that's 8 or 9 in my opinion.
Yeah,
that
this is
Jimmy.
beautiful. Yeah, 'cause
Top
it's
this
beautiful.
again falls below. As a away jersey, it's not. No, to me that's a 5.
There's
I give
no
it a 5.
affinity to Germany when I see that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, I like to think it's strips
But does
of the
there have to
past
be an
away-
affinity?
I think so. For me, it does.
Yeah.
The
I
away,
don't
the
know.
away shirts of Adidas, they kind of broke away from having to have that.
Right.
I just kind of feel it's a little muted. And when you look at that,
This
I
is
mean,
stunning.
to be honest, you look at this jersey, anywhere in the world, this is Germany.
You know,
Yeah.
You look at that,
yeah.
it could be a
Yeah,
third
yeah.
division team from Finland or whatever.
Yeah,
it could be anything.
Could be a
This-
League
you
2
know what I mean?
side. That,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
This
Best
could be
home
anyone.
jersey so far.
Yeah, I agree. Best home jersey. I'd agree with that.
Okay. Do we go to
Germany's
England?
jersey, I'm going. That's
I'm going 9.
That's
That's
a
as
9.
good as a home
That is a
gets.
9.
I don't know if we're going to get beyond it to 8.5, 9. I'll go 9 actually as well.
It's a
I
top
think it's got
jersey.
to be a 9. That.
Final one from Adidas, by the way, for Germany as well, because it's Nike next. So
Let's get-
Oh,
Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah.
Let's get these
Germany,
two.
Nike.
Get the other one.
weird.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Get the other one.
Can't believe that. Is it coming
Hey.
home, Luke, with this? Is this going to
Inside,
inspire
look
England?
at this. inside the collar, happy and glorious.
Sorry.
There's not much you can do. They're classic, right?
They are nice.
England
They're
colours.
nice shots.
What do you feel about this? It's probably one of the coolest features, but when you're a premium team, which they sell a lot of shirts.
Oh, they
England,
really?
Look,
When was the last time they won the World Cup, DZ?
selling shirts.
Selling shirts.
Sorry.
Behave.
Okay.
Look inside the pattern, and you will see the 3 lions there. It's a ZNG. It's actually woven
feel the
into the
pattern. It's
fabric.
lovely.
So.
I'm not touching
Feel the pattern.
I'm not touching
Not touching it?
No.
We'll keep you away.
No. Yeah.
It's good on you.
No, as soon as you see you see the 3 lions, it's a 1. Both 1 for me. Yeah.
It's a nice shot. It's a nice home shot.
Yeah.
I don't love the away.
No, I'd probably go with a 7 on the away. Just, that's...
I'm giving that an 8.
That's an 8, yeah.
Are you an England man, though, Luke,
That's
that
an
likes
8.
his red away kits? England have to be in red, don't they, away?
They do.
Red or... Yeah, I'd take a deep blue also, but red's fine.
red.
They won the
You
World
take it this
Cup. They
colour.
won the World Cup in red.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
significance of it.
I've got actually one of those... You used to be able to buy the old,
Bobby Moore
material.
ones with the long sleeves.
With a long sleeve, just a red with the crest on.
Yeah.
I can't go wrong.
What year was that, DZ? I can't remember.
1966.
There you go, yeah.
Hey?
I forgot
Last
about
year,
that.
Adidas wasn't doing the ball.
We'll be reminded about that, don't worry.
What's next?
Let's
Easy.
go Brazil, I think,
Okay.
because it's another one that's going to sell a lot. And one of the most controversial things with Brazil traditionally, since they went with Nike in 1998, is they keep tinkering with the yellow.
I don't think it's the right yellow for Brazil.
You don't like this yellow still?
What's
Okay,
wrong?
let's hear it.
wrong
Let's
with
hear
it?
it.
Needs to be deeper. Like a more vibrant yellow.
Is it like a canary yellow that they've always said?
This guy is a designer, by the way.
Is it?
Canary
I know,
yellow.
I'm just
got the colours.
It's
got
good.
the colours up
You're a man
there.
of culture.
Yeah.
Don't hide from it.
By the way, any
What are we
jersey...
saying about the lime green pipe in
This
that?
is
Don't
the-
like it.
No.
This is the one.
By the way,
I don't mind
okay,
the yellow.
That's
Listen,
not Brazil to me.
Look, stop. 1 second. Take away all these stars, which, by the way, are beautiful.
Yeah. Mhm.
Beautiful. Give England 4 more World Cups, they'll be there. Hey?
Yeah.
Australia home. Right? With the green?
You know what, though? Australia actually has a deeper yellow.
That's
They have
right.
the Brazil one. You're right.
That's weird.
So what I'm saying is that could be this could be Norwich City or it could be Australia. It doesn't
with you
scream
there,
Brazil to
actually.
me.
Ali Ahmed shirt right there.
Hey? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't love it.
No, I don't love it. It's actually a nice design jersey, but it's
Yeah.
the colour that takes
that their
it
away?
way down.
This is another
Jumpman.
first.
No chance.
Jumpman Jordan,
No chance.
first year, kind of sharp.
Yeah.
The jacket.
Spoils it.
Heat. The jacket's heat. But a bit of a controversial one, too, because apparently you can see the devil in there if you look kind of closely.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be, but it's one
Yeah,
of
I
the
can see it. I can see that.
I can see it. Yeah,
It's not good.
What's the movie about Snow? The second one of Snow White. What's she called? Melissa.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It does look like the head.
Scares my
yeah.
kids.
He's pulling it all out today,
Scares
isn't
my
he?
kids. No, I'm having that. I like the badge in the middle.
I like it.
I quite like the badge in the
I
middle.
like Jumpman. Pretty
having a
cool,
jersey.
but
Too
I
much-
prefer the away.
Yeah.
I'm not into the home
too
at
much
all,
happening.
guys.
It's the font for
Disappointed.
these that I don't
I'd
like.
say this is a jersey I most look forward to. Brazil home.
I'm with you, Stevie.
And I'm disappointed.
It's
Kev.
iconic, going back to Zico
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
were kids and things
Yeah.
like this.
I think we can agree that both Brazil, home and away, are not going to be in the
No.
top 3.
Average.
No.
Not in the top
Okay.
3.
Average.
I think we're
Okay.
5 or
Okay.
5, 6.
Easy.
Let's
I'd
go
say
Portugal.
two-
You want to go
two
Portugal?
Portugal, yeah.
First
Yeah.
year with Puma. They've been with Nike forever. What do we think? They gave us a Ronaldo one. I didn't
favorite.
ask for Ronaldo, but they said
I do
everyone likes
like
him.
that. Honestly, I do like that. To me, it says everything about them. It's
Clean.
It's clean. A great word, Stevie. I was going to say it's not messy. It's very
No, it's Ronaldo.
stylish. Yeah, good. Very good
You
comeback.
did it.
Very
was
good
there.
comeback. Very good. I like that.
I like it. Simple.
I give that an 8. Actually, I give that an 8.
By the way,
Top
should
there
at
are
this
the best homes.
point apologise to everybody who always listens to this podcast because it's this is. Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
This one you need the
it has to be.
visual. You
This
need
has
the
to be.
visual.
This has to be a
Yeah.
YouTube piece.
You've
Okay.
been so descriptive, we could have maybe gotten away
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Canary and Salmons.
That's okay. I don't mind this one.
No.
This is the
Terrible.
way.
No?
I think you know what
Terrible
I'm going to
shot.
say. Here.
Wow.
Too busy.
Too busy?
That's terrible.
Too busy for me.
That's terrible.
So here's a fun little anecdote here for this is kind of more like the 90s, 2000s where they went with these all over patterns, which we've seen a return for.
Yeah.
I've done a couple interviews.
There's
with
one
some
I've
of
got my eye on that I love.
You
I
love?
really love one of the Adidas ones.
with the
yeah.
patterns.
Yeah.
Well, the reason they went away for a long time, because you remember in like the 2000s, let's just say Brazil, for example, it was just a solid yellow. Is because they started tinkering with a lot of the fabrics and they could no longer do some of these intricate patterns. Now they can do both.
Right.
Now people want them back because the nostalgia's there, and that's
Okay.
why a lot of these companies are
don't
going
like
And
it.
strange.
is there a reason for that design, DZ? Like,
I think the waves are just because obviously Coastal country, surfing culture, water.
On a wave.
Yes.
Good description.
Rest of the wave.
Nah.
You know what? I'm surprised because I thought they changed the designs to make money, not because of technical aspects.
Well, it depends which part of the press manual you read.
Right, okay.
Right.
Which is that one that looks like Man United sleeves, the red, white, and black?
Which one?
Mexico.
This one.
Mexico. Let's go Mexico.
Is it red and black?
No.
I quite like it.
I think you lose your salmon card for that, my friend.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it green?
This is
Dark green.
This is dark green.
Dark green.
Okay.
By the way, now it's salmon. It's official. He's not seeing it there.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see the green now, actually. But I really like that jersey. I like that plain, simple.
I can see the green now.
Does everything.
Yeah.
I'd put that up there with. Well, maybe not as good as the
Mexico's
Jamie one,
done great.
This
is
What we don't
lovely.
have here is Mexico's third black kit, which is really nice.
Awesome.
Very similar to
The
that.
gold one. Yeah, you guys like that one. That looks good.
Luke said there, though, that's like Man United from European Cup
Well,
Winners' Cup
not
year.
if it's green.
1980.
I thought it was black.
I see which one you're.
Yeah, 1985 or something like that.
Yeah.
Are we
Away
happy that
jersey.
Mexico homes went back to the green?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
This looks
They were
incredible.
black for a while as their home colour.
It was like what was it? Almost like a burgundy.
Yeah.
It was for a while.
I'd like the home jerseys just to be plain. To me, it's too messy. You know,
Too much.
too much going on.
Pattern,
Yeah.
but that's a Mexican thing, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Azteca, you know.
That one, there's a bit going on here, and I like that. I'd give that a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
That to me, too much going on.
I think quite average.
I'd give it
I'm
an
gonna say
8.
average.
I'd
with
give
that.
that
I'm glad
an
it's
8.
green.
Would you? That high, Luke?
I got a question for all three of you. One of the jerseys that's not here, and you guys have to interact with shirts in a very different way than people like myself and other people who wear these things. It's how you see them while you're calling a match. I know you've had your moments where you say, "What's going on here?" USA. What do you think of that one? Because I know you had to call a game with this.
Controversial when he has to be nice to the US.
Yeah.
Controversial when you have to be nice to the US.
Favourites. They're going to win the World Cup.
Listen,
these days.
the back-
I didn't know.
The back of that one is white.
Yes,
So it's not a problem.
They have to
It's
do
not a
that.
problem. The
Yeah.
problem was, and I don't think we have Belgium here as well.
The colours
but
were the same.
The colours looked the same from behind.
Right. Yeah.
When Belgium played US, they looked at the jerseys and approved them both from the front. But when you look from behind, it was too white.
Luke and I's least favourite team, Chivas Guadalajara, but that's a story for another
Why,
day.
is it a nightmare
Calling a game
colour?
at BMO, we couldn't see the numbers.
I'm going to bring one out for you now.
All right, go on.
Who I think at the moment, I think they are going to win the World Cup. Maybe Lamine Yamal might change. That's a kind, you know where I'm going. That's
stunning.
That is absolutely
The
beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it?
You can get in the club with this.
What do you say? That maroon colours? I'm
Well,
going for
under
another
a
colour
suit,
for you.
That is nice.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, can we hold that up there?
Look at the detail.
Look, so much detail.
It's very nice.
It's got the old
Kevin.
Adidas logo.
I don't know where I'm looking.
Sell
but
it, Kevin.
That
Model
is
it.
absolutely stunning, DZ.
Good
I
looking
think
shirt.
that is, to
Shows
me...
the back, España in the back. That's lovely, isn't it?
What are we looking?
Little touch.
I said Germany, what I'm saying, 8, 9, it's got to be.
Yeah.
It's an away.
It's a away jersey.
we gotta
That's
come
We've
right.
got to come up with a top
At the
three.
moment-
Home or away,
At the
doesn't matter.
moment, that's my favourite away jersey
This one?
that I've
Okay.
seen here
I
now.
see it. There's still
Better
one.
than Scotland.
It's not even.
Come
I think
on,
I'd give
Kevin.
Scotland a 7. I'd give that... I think it's got to be a 9, that.
When we're ranking these, I don't think there's any way we're going to come up with a top 3 consensus.
We're not going to
So
agree.
easy
I-
might
actually,
have to.
anything.
To me, as an away jersey, that could be 10.
Is there anything that we need to get to?
Canada,
here?
That's Colombia.
Lads, I'm going to show
Colombia
you
and
this. I'm
Canada
going to get it
all
out.
Colombia.
Colombia.
This
Let's
is
get
right
Colombia.
up there. This is right up there.
Colombia's got a beautiful one here. Yeah.
That's a beauty,
I'm not even
lads.
having that.
That's a
What is
beauty.
wrong with you?
Oh, I saw the colours, lads. I saw the colours and I was like,
this
you've
looks
got a bit of
good.
fluorescent green.
Colombia.
A bit like Wigan Athletic, Stevie, bit of fluorescent green.
Now, this is good.
Yellow.
This is good.
I like
I
that.
like the pattern on that, I have to say.
Look at the badge as well with that.
badges, it
That
says.
looks
The badge is
beautiful.
good, yeah.
Strip's got the same badge.
But that, lads, come on.
Are we going to see you on the off days wearing this? You know, like kicking in the
I
hotel?
might be. This
I
could be
see him
top 3.
working out.
This
You'll
is
go
my...
for a run. Grouse grind wearing that shirt.
my
You'll
top
be doing the
3.
grouse
Yeah.
grind.
It's a nice shirt. I like both.
What I was saying about the home. Home's nice.
Nice, yeah.
Pattern's very
Solid.
nice.
I think Columbia's going
It's
to
a
have a good World
butterfly
Cup.
pattern in there, you can see. So it's very, very
Yeah.
nice shirt.
Colombia yellow.
Yeah.
That's what you
Iconic.
Yeah, yeah,
see
that's
at Colombia.
fine.
You see that,
Yeah.
you know it's Colombia, yeah.
Red
Yeah.
and blue. I like that. Green.
They've
nice
rarely had
bit
a
of
bad
pattern.
Yep.
It's up there.
What do you think? What are we ranking that as? What do you think you've
That
got?
one is a nice shot, but I
It's
just
not-
like
it's not as
when
good
we
as
have
that
a
one.
reference to the team. It's like
Yeah.
I know,
don't
but
see the colours and think Colombia.
DZ's, listen to DZ's
That's
explain.
been the
They're going
theme with all
away.
of
They're
them.
going away
Minus
from the
a couple,
tradition.
but for the most part, they've kind of taken a
But even
Yeah.
Spain's in the, it's in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
family. It's like you get it.
Oh, I
It's
hear
Spain.
ya.
That's
I
like
hear ya.
if you take away the country crest there,
It could be
you
anyone.
wouldn't know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
You know?
And it could
Yeah,
almost
you're not
be,
wrong.
yeah, it's a bit
That's the way-
template.
Deez, as I said, DZ's explained explain why.
You want these guys win the World Cup.
8.5 for
They've
me.
not won a knockout game for like 72 years or whatever, but like you're going to have them.
Team
Do
Kev.
you really rate Japan? Is that
No,
it?
I think they're going to go far.
Okay.
I think we might see a quarter from Japan.
This is my personal favorite shirt of the entire
cool.
thing.
I
Is
haven't seen that one.
Is that your favourite?
This is my personal favorite.
Do you like, I
think
actually
it's
don't mind it now.
That's
Just
better than the home.
A little
It's
bit.
nice, I agree.
A
Better than the
little
home.
bit messy there, in my opinion.
No,
but
it's kind of cool with a little break in the lines. I like that.
I don't like the home one, actually.
No, it's better. That's better.
The home
You're
one's
way
a
better than the
little-
home.
I don't like
loud.
the
It's
central
all right.
badges.
Too much
No.
going on.
I don't like when the badge is in the middle.
I don't
It puts
mind
me
that. I
off.
don't mind it.
2010 was the
Brazil
first
way.
year where Adidas did that, and then
Puts me
thankfully
off
they,
easy.
I
they
like
do
that.
it every now and
What we ranking that?
Hey, we've missed the home nation.
I like that. To me, that's way better than the black. I'm giving that a good solid 8. Good solid 8, that.
7 for me.
So are we going to pick a top 3, or are we just going to pick? Everyone picks their
Yeah.
own favourite out of what we've had.
I'll go my top 3 here, but you won't agree
Okay.
with it.
Okay,
And
you get
Germany.
three. You
Yeah,
said
yeah.
pick
What's
one.
your 3?
Germany.
Top
the-
2.
and
Pick your top 2.
Top two.
Top 2.
My top 2's that and that. I think that's my top 2.
It's nice. Can't go wrong.
That's my top 2. I love the Colombia one, but just more I'm looking at that Spanish one.
It's lovely.
I
isn't
love it.
The pattern's so beautiful.
I
isn't
love it.
Oh no!
Yeah,
There we go.
I see it. I get
Top
it.
2.
I get
Happy
it.
and glorious.
Yeah.
That's
Go on.
sad.
Top
So,
2.
How about?
Are we saying that's the best home jersey?
I feel like this should be one. You're 9.1. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's almost 10.
The
There you
more
go.
I
You're
look at
9.1.
it, I went too early on that. By the way, I would pick, if I was going to be, I'm not being serious.
Yeah,
That-
let's put them in then. Let's put because we.
This one is one of them.
Yep. Watch him like
And then it's like I'm in the store giving you the clothes back.
Germany.
I used to work retail, so I got
Germany, Luke, you want that
No.
one? No.
Definitely this one.
Okay.
Spanish? No.
I would have gone Spain, yeah, but you've gone. Are you just picking one now?
France,
You put
Kevin.
that one
No,
back?
France away, Kevin.
I'm having 2.
Pass me France away.
You like
France
that?
away. This is a nice.
No, but we've got to have
this
one
one's gonna
home,
sound
one
bad.
away.
Horrendous.
All right, I'll pick one.
So hold on.
I need Germany
Hold on.
back.
No. Go on.
All right, he's got to have one
This
home
guy
and away.
has gone. No, he doesn't. But he's gone. Mr. Fashion model, salmon and mint green.
Yeah, yeah.
You should have
Thinking
seen
of
when we
kids.
went
I'm
World
thinking of
Cup.
the youngsters.
When we
That's
went
what they'd
World
wear.
Cup suit shopping, my goodness, this
Yeah,
guy, I've
yeah.
saved him on number of occasions
Yeah,
for
yeah.
disaster.
He saved me in a suit store. I don't think so.
This is a man who's comfy with who he is. I like these colors.
No,
Thanks,
he's very
Thank
comfortable
you,
in his
mate.
own skin. Fair play
Thank
to him.
you.
I mean, I'd question
Beautiful.
some of his taste, but that's just me.
I'd wear that under the suit.
Okay.
One day
Okay.
on
Oh,
it.
you like that
We never
for
did
Cameron?
Ghana away, by the way.
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
it's
We
not
didn't.
good.
Yeah, the black
It's not
stars.
good.
Yeah,
There
he's,
we go.
Put it back. It's
again,
not
you
good.
probably know what I'm going to say on that one with
Busy.
the Garnet.
Busy.
Bit too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really a bit
I
too
don't
busy.
love that. I don't.
One of the only nations where it's like mandatory. They also have something
Yeah.
in the center there too. So
I'm going these two.
I've got a soft spot
One
for
big
Ghana.
miss.
I've got
I'll
a
say
soft
one
spot
big
for
miss
Ghana.
for the World Cup's Nigeria. Normally their kit is
know. Yeah, yeah.
iconic.
They look
isn't
good,
it?
too.
Okay.
Years.
So here's how it's going to go.
Right.
We each have our top two.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I got these two. Kev's got Spain and Germany. You've
I
got
think we should cut it to one.
mint green and salmon. And then now what's going to happen is the winner of the whole thing is going to be picked by DZ, who's the fashionista.
Yeah.
He knows all about the jerseys. Of these 6,
like who's got the best?
and it doesn't which one of us has picked the best jersey here?
This is actually genuinely very difficult because I actually like every single one of the shirts that you've
Yeah.
chosen. If I had to say who has picked the best 2 out of the bunch.
No, the best one.
Just the one?
Best
well,
one.
I've already said that this one. So you're paying attention to the test there, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe you formed the test.
Who's got the best combination then?
This, I got to be honest with you, it's between these two.
Oh,
It's nothing
come
personal.
on.
Get out, mate,
This
get
is
out.
my favorite shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
This
But this
is.
is-
But that's terrible.
I don't love this
What
one.
I'll say to you is you can tell our personalities by what we've selected.
Yes.
I
I
am
see.
very straight down. Like there's
Yeah.
there's going to be nothing
Traditional.
outlandish.
I really like Germany.
Nothing
by the way.
outlandish.
This guy's off the
You grabbed
catwalk.
that one before me. I kind of like Germany.
Well, you should. Well, look,
I probably
I
dropped
thought we're
that for
picking
Germany.
I thought it's going
It's
to
the
be one we're
best
going to
by
have
a
to
mile.
pick.
Look at this shot. We're
thought
going to
this was
beat
gonna-
Brazil in this shot.
It's so
We are going to beat Brazil in Miami in this shot.
It's so good Adidas won't let us have it.
Yeah.
So-
No,
Come on,
can I say,
Adidas.
I thought we were going to have a part of the bus best shirt. We have to have it. We have to have a
Well, that's the
consensus.
DZ's.
He's going to pick it.
My girlfriend would tell me the most indecisive human being of all time, so this is
Yeah.
very difficult.
So of all,
I'm Germany. I'm going to say Germany.
I'm going to
Favourite
go
shot.
these because
Yeah.
they are just the classiest.
I'm going to go
Germany.
Germany.
These will stand
Number
the
one.
test of time.
Germany's number one.
The best shot.
Germany's the partner bus winner.
I do love it.
These will
What a
stand the test
jersey.
of time,
Yeah.
regardless of performance. People
Yeah.
will wear these,
Right.
Because obviously that's huge. Like if a team does well in it, that's also
Yeah.
what sells
Yeah,
these.
yeah.
So, But these two will be good no matter what.
Yeah, Germany's number 1 then, yeah? You can put that
I
back
can
on the back
remember
over there.
you and me shopping in
that's the
Qatar.
way, yeah.
That's the one.
Argentina.
We went
Couldn't
shopping.
find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Thanks, DZ.
Thank you very much. Hey.
Everyone needs to look out for whenever it is you get the
Yes,
feature.
yeah, we got a whole feature there.
World Cup.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yes, absolutely. So check it out.
Yeah.
A bunch of interviews with some nice designers as well. And in case you want to know the history of how this all came to be, not just this year, but just,
When you're speaking to those designers in the future, just ask if I can be a part of the panel, that's...
A model. You want to be a model?
Not the model, no, part of the design.
I don't think...
Surely I can't be the model.
I think you could be the model.
With a face like this.
if they watch this, I won't have to ask. They'll be calling.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That wraps up this week's Park the Bus. If you were listening, please watch on YouTube, because then you might actually understand what just happened the last 20 minutes. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks for watching this week's Park the Bus presented by FanDuel. We're available every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube.